The health and well-being of our citizens, particularly the youth, is not only vital for our ongoing national development agenda, but also guarantees the transformational growth, socio-economic stability, and the strength for the sustainability of our nation. It is with this background in mind that we gather at this event to mobilize resources for combating the scourge of drug and substance abuse that is bedeviling our country, Zimbabwe. This growing public health, social ill, and security concern is not unique to our jurisdiction, but is affecting many countries across the world. In our case, the negative impacts of this menace continue to affect families, communities, and institutions, resulting in gender-based violence, school dropouts, suicides, road traffic accidents, as well as many other sociological and psychological conditions among our people. In view of this, my administration set up the National Committee on Drug and Substance Abuse with a clear direction on adopting a whole of government and society approach to holistically deal with this challenge. The 7 pillars that anchor the National Committee on Drug and Substance Abuse are envisaged to attend to matters such as supply, demand, and harm reduction, together with treatment and rehabilitation. Additionally, the committee has a duty to look into our legal and the policy frameworks, proffer robust strategies for community reintegration, all of which must be driven by a responsive media and communication plan. To date, we continue to score noteworthy successes in the fight against drug and substance abuse. Surveillance activities by stakeholders working with the National Committee have seen peddlers and dealers apprehended and prosecuted across the country. The long arm of the law must do much more to bring culprits to justice, including through exposing and shaming cartels along with convicted offenders. Leveraging on the recently gazetted statutory instrument 1, I expect our law enforcement agencies to net more perpetrators for possession, trading, and consumption of dangerous substances. Now that the emerging illicit brews such as tumbra and musombodia are prohibited by law, while crystal meth, mutoriro, or guka is now properly placed under the Dangerous Drug Act. Stiffer penalties should be imposed on offenders. So they can spend more time inside than outside. All government arms must expedite conclusion of the bill establishing the Drug Enforcement Agency. Meanwhile, stakeholders, faith-based organizations, traditional leadership structures, and government, working hand in hand, should ensure high-impact results from the numerous anti-drug and substance abuse awareness campaigns being conducted countrywide. This is not a feel-good exercise. It is a fight for the soul and the future of our nation, as embodied in our young people. The information, education, and communication platforms established to date must carry anti-drug messaging, which is relatable to those affected and motivate behavioral change. Treatment, rehabilitation, reintegration of drug and substance abuse survivors is critically important. In this regard, training and rehabilitation support centers should be based at the grassroots level. I have directed all local authorities to avail the requisite infrastructure for repurposing into treatment and rehabilitation centers, with a total of 67 centers so far identified for this noble cause. Three centers in Chipadze, in Bindura, Amaveni, in Kwekwe, Chinotimba, in Victoria Falls, have been operationalized. Renovation works at Wilkins Opportunistic Infections Ward will soon be complete. These efforts will go a long way to achieve evidence-based, effective harm reduction services, programs, and psychosocial support for drug survivors and their families. To augment these public sector-driven efforts, the registration of private rehabilitation centers should be facilitated. No one in a place should be left behind. My dear countrymen and women, my administration will continue to prioritize funding for the drug and substance abuse program, which has been allocated 65 million Zimbabwe dollars in the 2025 national budget, our ZIG. I challenge our people, individuals and corporates, to give life and hope to survivors of drug and substance abuse by supporting the capacitation of the 67 identified rehabilitation centers. As demonstrated in the recent past, during, for example, cyclones Idai and Freddy, COVID-19 and El Nino-induced droughts, among others, we are well able to boldly address the challenges faced by our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. Through cooperation and collaboration as one united people, this drug and substance abuse challenge is surmountable. Please give generously in cash or kind towards this worthy cause. We are grateful and pleased that some stakeholders here present have committed to refurbish and equip some of the identified rehabilitation centers. We thank you and congratulate you. Of course, this is consistent with the spirit of our development philosophy. Nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatirwa nevene vayo. Ilizwe lakiwa, livuswe, likolekilwe navanikazi valo. Hallelujah. Your donations and pledges will make a difference in facilitating the smooth flow of programs being undertaken by the Drug and Substance Abuse Committee as we endeavor to attain a drug-free Zimbabwe. The resource mobilization pillar of my government is reminded to put in place stringent measures to ensure the prudent use of the resources availed. My fellow Zimbabweans, the attainment of Vision 2030 is hinged upon contributions by all citizens ourselves. Hence, it is incumbent upon everyone to fight against this hazard that has raised its ugly head against our societal norms. Unwedu, untu. Finally, I urge all of us as parents, as guardians, and as leaders, churches and community at large, to collectively fight this scourge and eliminate the drug culture which is growing within our society. Let us exercise positive parenting skills in the upbringing of our children. Shamino radza zvayorwa mwana asino mururamisa. With these remarks, it is now my honor and privilege to declare the National Resource Mobilization Program towards combating drug and substance abuse officially launched. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.